Alright, what is up, my tubers? We're back for some more drafting here on Arena. Got some more of this Tinkerer's Cube as we anxiously await the oncoming new set. What's it called? Mother of Machines. March of Machines. Mom is the handle, right? Yeah, anyway. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. And as always, don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all of your Magic card-related needs. Tinkerer, Tinker, Stinkerer. So, again, just to reiterate, this is not going to be a big flashy combo-ish cube. This is going to be more about synergies, although I guess a lot of synergies can be construed as combos, but I like doing one thing in this format thus far, and that is kind of like forcing the aggro decks. It is not a super well supported archetype in this format, but I think you get to really prey upon all of the decks that are trying to do the fun things. So I'm going to first pick this Anax, and we're going to go from there because I think this is the strat to do at this point in time. So there's not much removal in the format. There are a few sweeper-ish cards, like Wrath of God type cards is what I mean by sweepers. But generally, for the most part, people are just kind of doing their thing. And yeah, whoever does the more powerful thing or the faster thing is generally going to win. So I like first picking that Anax here. And to follow that up, maybe just go with like a Night Pack Ambusher. 4 mana, 4/4 flash. And yeah, it does some really, really good work. WinCon by itself. Everything else in this pack doesn't look too juicy to me. I guess Collective Effort could be okay. Steel Seraph, great. If you would go into white. So I think removal in this format is a very, very high pickup if you end up playing this version of the cube. Oh, every single time I get Urbrask's Forge, it's just an easy win. This card is amazing in this format for sure as well. I mean, obviously if you've played with it in Phyrexia All Will Be One, you know how strong it can be, but no joke, it might even be better in this format where, again, people are trying to do slower, more synergy-based things, so just play this on turn 3 and it kind of just takes over. Love it. Passing a Gideon of the Trials, actually a pretty good aggressive white card. Metamorph, oh yeah, we Forging for sure. What is this pack now? Displacer Kitten. You know I love this card in Cube, but I don't think this is the place for it. Like, it is a great card for sure, don't get me wrong, but have not had great success with that. I kind of want to take the Evolving Adaptive here just to continue on. Evolving Adaptive with the Urbrask Forge, also pretty darn strong. We were making a joke on stream earlier today, as I had both Adaptive and Urbrask Forge, that I loved All Will Be One so much that, you know, I'm just forcing it again in this cube. But thus far, I've had the most success with aggressive decks, mainly being red themed, either Boros or Gruul. I think I've had like 3 trophies with Boros and a couple trophies with Gruul. So this is a good start. The red-green duels are going to be pretty high pickups. Any burn spells are extremely high pickups as well, as there are not many in the format, and especially if they can go to any target and not just creature, they will be extremely worthwhile to pick up early. So, speaking of which, there is an Electro Dominance, and that is a card I am going to take. A couple of filler red cards here. You'll notice like the power level of some of these cards is like, what do you know, 5 mana, 5/5? Okay, sure, you have some sacrifice synergies, but there's not like a true sacrifice deck in the format. There are like some sacrifice synergies, like this Foul Play, for example. It investigates, it makes a clue. You know, and that's a little bit of synergy with the Havoc Jester, but it's not like some over-the-top, full-on deck. Anyway, take the Dominance. I don't remember what this Domri does. I don't recall it being that good. 4 mana, 5 loyalty, uptick, adds mana, gives the creature Riot, can draw some creatures. Yeah, so I think the choices here are like Stensia Uprising, which is just a really solid value engine, or Inscription of Abundance, which is another super solid combat trick, but also a removal spell later down the line. Here's one of the few Wrath-type cards in the format. I kind of dig taking the Stencia. It's been really good for me, but I'm going to go ahead and just take the Inscription because, like I said, the removal spells are harder to come by. Let's take the Forbidden Friendship here. Doesn't look like amazing, like an amazing card, but again, kind of not bad in this format, although I might not end up running it. We'll see. Kicker on this is green and 2. So this is a nice red-green beat start. But yeah, Stomping Ground is going to be a very high pickup. Karplusan Forest, very high pickup. Temple of, what's the red-green one? Malice? No. Whatever, Abandon, I think. Temple of Abandon would be like a moderately high pickup. And then you have like the check lands and stuff. You have the Rootbound Crags, stuff like that. Not to say I won't take like a Triome if we see one, but makeshift munitions here. Ooh, or Invigorating Hot Springs. I've had some good success with munitions, and right now we have like Annex, which is insane with, Forge, which it's good with, Friendship it's okay with. I'm actually pretty high on this card in this style of burnout deck. I think the Hot Springs would be good, but we're going to go with the munitions here instead. Rapid Battery on the wheel was exactly what I wanted to see when I first picked the Annex, so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hell, I wonder if we'll even be able to potentially just go mono red here. As depending on how much fixing I get, I might not want to be running all these green cards. Let's just cut off the green signal, although I don't think Augmenter is going to be worth playing. It's a 3/3 Trampler for 3 the majority of the time. Let's take the potential Rip Apart. Oh man, I have to imagine Sir Conrad's kind of nuts in this format too. Just because there's no removal. Maybe it's not like insane, but could still be red-white. Red-white, like I said, it has been super good for me. Better than Gruul just because I've drafted it more and it's had the same success. Lift Top Retreat now. I don't even remember what this does. Makes a token of cards. It's, yeah, whatever. 5 mana, too expensive. There's the Havoc Jester with the makeshift munitions, but not sure we're going to do that. Okay, on to pack 2 we go, where we've opened a lot of junk. Oh wait, I take that back. We have a Ripjaw Raptor here. 4 mana, 4/5. Whenever it is dealt damage, you draw a card. So just a really big creature on a turn 4. There's a Jetmir Garden I'm ending up passing, but that might wheel. Might. I could just take a Might here if I wanted to, though I don't think this card is particularly good. It could have some okay abilities. Let's just take the green creature here. Chitter Spitter. This is pretty good. It is slow, but it is a good win con. Other cards, we have like Precursor Golem. Springbloom Druid could be okay. I don't see us wanting to really main deck Shredded Sails. It's slow, but it's good. Maybe is it too slow, though? I almost wanted to take the Druid for fixing and a little bit of ramp. I've also had the Chitter Spitter wheel pretty frequently. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Druid here. Angrath versus a little bit of ramp from the Sanctum Weaver. We do have a couple of enchantments already, don't we? Oh no, maybe it's just the Annex. And the munitions, I guess. Because otherwise we could just take Angrath. Makes it pretty hard for your creatures to be blocked. Planeswalkers are always solid. Seems like a good enough pickup to me. Flame Sweep, no. There's a Ram Through for a little bit of removal. Skitter Beam Battalion's pretty good. 5 mana for 3/2/2 hastes wouldn't be awful. Could go red-black. Could take Mishra here. That's another pretty good aggressive card. Gonti has to be amazing in this format as it's usually pretty damn good. Damn, I kind of want to take the Mishra or the Gonti, but I guess I should probably take the Ram Through or the Battalion. Let's go with the Battalion here. into a Dragon Rage Channeler. Oh man, Stormfist Crusader's got to be really good too. Shoot, maybe I should start taking these black cards, because we're seeing some good aggro black, but Dragon Rage Channeler is just good enough for a red card, so I'll ignore the black for now and see if it's something we want to do later. Diabolic Intent. Over find some prisoners. I guess we could take Banner in case we go mono red still. It's not bad. Shield Breaker looks pretty good here. I don't think Luca's what we want, right? No. Well, the more I look at it, the more we could just be going red here, especially since we didn't pick up any red-green fixing yet. But you'll note, very, very little burn. We have one burn spell. So, I mean, I guess the munitions is kind of like burn, but this is a good example of the lack of interaction in the format. Okay, there's Stomping Ground. Sfella too, but this doesn't feel like it goes into an aggressive deck, you know? Stomping Ground, a good pickup. Yeah, we're probably going to still lean towards the red-green. Let's see, there was the Jetmir's Garden that could wheel. We would want to pick that up, even though it always enters tapped. There it is, perfect. Okay. And I don't believe we've seen any of the other red-green lands, right? So they could all be hiding in pack 3 if they were even opened at all. We're going to move into pack 3 with like 16-ish playables. It's not too shabby. Eater of Virtue is okay. Don't know if we have enough creatures to really warrant that. Plus, we don't really have creatures with abilities for the Eater to be worthwhile with. I mean, the Battalion has Trample Haste, but I don't think there's too much else. Ah, there's the Mishra on the wheel, too. That's got to be a pretty spicy one to curve out. The Crusader, too, and the Gutterbone. Yeah, man, we would have had a good red-black deck. It's still possible we could be red-black. Our mana base would take a hit, and we'd have fewer playables, but damn, it's a good aggro card. Alright, pack 3, give me the goodies. There are like some okay cards here. I guess Solemn, or not Solemn, Simian Simulacrum's really solid. Preserver's actually pretty good. It's one of the better 2-drops in the format, too. It's probably worth taking the Preserver here as it comes down a turn earlier, and the curve wants to be lower. Artifact count, I have 4, because again, not much removal, so Rebel could be good too. But let's go with the Preserver here just for a good aggressive 2. Oseiju's not bad. Duskwatch Recruiter's pretty solid. Bobble the free roll. Captivating Crew could be alright. I wish there were some like burn spells here. I guess the Recruiter's probably the way to do this. There's a Pelt Collector, that's nice. Goreclaw's also pretty good too, isn't it? 4 mana, 4/3. Creature spells you cast with power 4 or greater cost 2 less. That only affects a couple of my cards. Whenever it attacks, each creature you control with power 4 or greater gets +1/+1 and gains trample until end of turn. So it does give trample to itself as well. But I think we're just... Oh, there's a Dragon Engine here too. Oh, we have the Mishra for it, but yeah, we're just taking Pelt Collector. Red-green beats, but we don't have quite enough fixing for me to be super comfortable. I guess the Heraldic Banner probably doesn't need to be in the deck right now. Alright, Perforos's binding, or not binding, Perforos's intervention is not terrible. It is a burn spell for a creature, and it kind of acts like a burn spell for face, because you can make a big trampling creature too. That's fine. Mayor of Aberbrook is quite good, so is Once Upon a Time. It's another really good 2-drop though, and especially if it flips. People are not going to have much removal, so... This is just a 2-mana win con on its own. You play it on turn 2, if it flips immediately, oftentimes it's going to be a good game. I need to take the Rootbound Crag here, even though there are a couple of really good choices. The fixing's too important, I think. Thrash would be solid as a punch removal spell and a 4/4 on the other side. Synthesizer, good value. Bushwhack would be okay for fixing and for fight as well. But I mentioned earlier, we're going to just take every single one of the red-green lands, basically above anything else. Cankerbloom's a good 2-drop, or we can take Key to the City, which is another aggressive pusher. I think I'd rather have the Cankerbloom here. So, by the looks of it, Battalion's generally going to be cast for 5. Belden's another nice, aggressive 2-drop for us. Okay, one more playable, and maybe that's the deck. Could also get away with 16 lands, I would guess, but... So, Rebel Wield with 3 artifacts, that's not good enough. Zerda doesn't really do anything. Creature count ended up being 15, so that's good. So we have Intervention, Electro Dominance, Munitions, Inscription as some removal. Captivating Crew, that could be okay. Fiend Lash is also interesting. It's really slow to equip, but it makes it hard for your opponents to block very well. Could actually see running that. Okay. Yeah, probably just cutting the Spring Bloom Druid, which doesn't really have much synergy in our deck. Alright. Red-green beats. Here in the Tinker's Cube. I kind of like it. Could be better, but could be worse for sure. Let's see if we can smack some faces while they're trying to do silly things. Let's hope our opponents are playing a bunch of like 5-mana enchantments and we're just over here curving out with 1-drops and 2-drops, which this hand does pretty well. So we'll go turn 1 Rabbit Battery off of Mountain, and then I guess probably Cankerbloom on turn 2 over Forbidden Friendship. I guess it depends if I draw a land. Okay, we did. Yeah, so instead I can go Forbidden Friendship and attack for 2 instead. And then next turn we can go Cankerbloom and equip the battery trait. Oh, now we're getting a little bit punished here for not playing out the Cankerbloom, but I guess they would have traded with the battery anyways. Sure. That, I think we want to just pop off right now. Ramp is a little bit too scary. Obviously, hitting a 4th land and even a 5th land would be really good for us. Beautiful. And our opponent bricked as well. Sure. Curve continues, though. The beats continue. Really glad I decided to kill that Ornithopter. And if they just play a single creature here, we can steal it with the Captivating Crew instead of needing to do anything else. So, yeah, they're in a really bad spot. Although, I guess this is probably better as that push is lethal. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this format. I mean, I said it before, that this is probably the least favorite of my Tinker's cubes. Of the Tinker's cubes, rather, it is my least favorite. But it's still a cube, and it's a good change of pace. It's just, it doesn't feel like you're doing necessarily the cube things you want to be doing. Great hand here. We got the Urabrask Forge on 3 with both Annex and the munitions to combo with it, so this one's going to be real juicy. Dragon's Guard Elite. Okay, opponent's playing some cheaper creatures. By that I mean 1. So this is one of the annoying ones, but there are not many ways to target your own creatures in this format. At least not that I've noticed, so. Provisioner's also really good. Just want to get the Forge online ASAP. So they might snowball me here, because there's such little removal. I don't have a way to kill the Provisioner right now outside of sacrificing multiple things with munitions. Oh man, Springbloom Druid now with the Provisioner too, yeah. Okay, opponent's doing good stuff over there. Gross. Very nice from their side. Very nice. Oh wow, Emergent Sequence after all of those lands too. Wait, how did this get a 1/1 counter? Oh, this is Magecraft, not the whatever. I got that backwards. For some reason I thought this was the target. Let's just attack him with the Forge and pass. Holding up the Ambusher. Try to eat their Provisioner. They're still making treasures too. That's crazy, scary. Okay, Domri's fine. So they get to look at the top 4 and potentially hit 2 creatures. Wow. Gross. So I'm going to be forced to run out my makeshift munitions this next turn so they can't treachery one of my big permanents. Okay. But we're looking pretty bad here. They go Treachery, try to steal my Ambusher. I sack it, ping them for 1. I still take 6. Or something to that effect. We're not necessarily out of it, but it's not looking great. Adaptive was actually a pretty good draw here. It's going to trigger off of all of our stuff. Wow, we're right back in this, actually. And let's go ahead and shoot. I don't actually mind my position so much anymore. That's fine. They could have activated Sfella there if they wanted to. Witness protection. Alright, so in response, we're going to shoot that at their face. Get 2 tokens. Does that kill me? What did they have in their graveyard? Oh, just sequence or explore. That doesn't matter. Are they dead here? Does that kill them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have lethal here. Two of my creatures get through. That's 2 damage, and then we can sack the other 4 that don't to kill them. Very nice. This is what I was talking about. Oh, I guess this tramples over their agent too, so that's just lethal already. Nice. Munitions, baby! There was a reason I like that card. I told you. Does work. Opponent had a good start, but when I'm the beatdown player, and I know I'm the beatdown player, it is hard to, I don't know where I'm going with that. Something about math. Me attack. You math. Okay, this is acceptable, but not good. Oh, I guess I should have played the Forest Pelt Collector first. Whoops. Absently minded. Or absent-mindedly, I should say. Ooh, that is a good hit. Okay. So now we're just gonna pass the next turn. Oh, they passed! Alright, that's game over then. As weird as it is, that's gonna be game over. And in fact, we can go ahead and equip here because the wolf is a 3/3, so it's gonna grow the Pelt Collector. Like I said, we punish the people that are trying to dirtle. Oh, and that's just over too. So do I need to play against, or play around Yeheni's expertise? Not really, because we're about to play a 4/5 and then 3/2/2 hastes. Oh, I missed 1 damage there, whoops. Wasn't paying attention, but didn't matter. That was a disgusting beatdown. I think people will come around to the idea of, hey, wait, you know, I cannot just try to do these really slow, cool things. Otherwise, the aggro decks are going to beat me up. And this is a good showcase of that. Very good hand again. Turn 1 Adaptive, turn 2 Preserver, turn 3 Cankerbloom, attack for 6? Holy crap. And, like, it's super unlikely the opponent's going to have too many interactive spells, so this is another one of those hands that probably just snowballs. I'm on the play too, right? Like, this game might be over on turn 5. We're going to main phase the Preserver even though it has Flash, so we grow our Adaptive. Both of these are going to become 3/3s next turn. Oh, they're playing red-white. They might have like a Rip-Apart or something. Unholy Heats in the format. We're really just hoping they play a random 2-power creature here, though. Just random creature, come on. No, don't touch it. Play a creature. You don't have removal. You can't, it's impossible. Actually, white has some good removal. They passed. Oh, even better. So the reason I didn't play the tap land is so we can pay the 1 for the Preserver. They must have removal spell here. I think they probably want to kill the Preserver, but we'll see what they choose. Because a Preserver is going to be a lot easier to continue leveling up. Alright, Fire Prophecy, yep. That's one of the better removal spells in the format, too. So I wonder if they have more removal in their hand and they were just deciding on what to do. Reinforced Ronin. We do not care about that because that bounces to their hand. We can cycle this afterwards. Oh, Channel it's called, I guess, for that one. So if they have another burn effect, we can Inscription for +2/+2. I don't really care about this. I guess they're going to double block my Canker Bloom. Wish we could pay the kicker on that. That's fine. So if they try to kill the Canker Bloom, I can also level up the Adaptive with a Proliferate, which is kind of funny. Yeah, they were also trying to be a beatdown deck, but we just had a little bit better pressure and a little bit faster. So they have, what, Ronin and 2 unknown cards in their hand? Collective Defiance. Okay. Let's go ahead and proliferate here. They pitched their cards to get a new hand as well. Feldon was an excellent draw. Let's see, I can hit him for 3, 4, 5, 9. Not quite, so let's just go Feldon smack for 6. Mysterious Limousine, nice. Sadly, we still just have lethal here. Wow, Mysterious Limousine's probably insane in this format. If they weren't already too far behind, that could have wrecked us. Alright, quick 4-0 start. I mean, no surprises. I expect that this deck is probably going to roll to a pretty easy 7 wins. Because people are still acclimating as this is day 1 of the format. Not the best opening hand, but a pretty good opening hand. I mean, a turn 2, 3-2 is pretty large. I'd love to find another green source for a turn 4 ambusher as well. Grim Flayer. There's another green source. Good. They'll probably trade here, but if they don't, that's fine. I'm okay to run this out as a 2-1. Their Grim Flayer does trample, so if they attack, and I block, they'll still get 1 trigger off of it. Ooh, they have the Toadman too, that's nice. So this is only when they cast an enchantment, though. There are a decent number of enchantments in the format. Hopefully they don't cast any here. Ah, Scriptures is so good. So I think I'm forced to block. Destroy all non-artifact creatures, yeah. I think what I'm doing is blocking, and then casting Electrodominance to kill the Tatsunari. And then we're not going to play out the Wildborn Preserver for free, because they're about to destroy all non-artifact creatures, so... Oh wait, are these all artifacts? These are. Okay, so I can play this out, and then not attack. Just to get on the board and use my mana efficiently. Last mode is what? Exile all opponents' graveyard, okay. I think killing the Tatsunari was correct. Four cards over there, what you got? I'm A-okay with that. Both of these have flash. Mightstone, Weakstone. I hope they decide to kill a 2/2 here. Instead of drawing a couple cards. Darn. Oh. And I guess they just have nothing. Alright, well. Format's easy. 5-0. 5-0, and only 1 or 2 games have been close. The hand is excellent, and we're on the play. So, this again will be a very quick game if our opponent does not have something to do on turn 2. Because a flipped Mayor will just end it. And yeah, we gotta go for the Mayor here. It's just too good if they don't do anything. And even if they do something here, then I can just pass and flip the Mayor myself. Ooh, okay. One of the few ways to really blow me out. Yikes. So, punishment there for not playing out the Recruiter, because that would have given me 2 2/2s, and they would have only been able to kill one of them, but... kind of just unfortunate they had one of the better interactive spells for me there. That might just be the game already. 2 for 1 me on turn 2. I guess it doesn't matter. Can't play the Duskwatch Recruiter anyways. Have to pay at least X's 2 there. Feldon doesn't block, so that's good. We get to keep on bashing in for a bit. I think it's better here to play the Recruiter and activate than it is to like play the Recruiter, play the battery, and attack with the Recruiter. Because look at how many cards my opponent has. I think we need to get value off of our Recruiter for sure. Like if we hit one of our big 4 drops or something, it's just so good. Okay, that's fine. Wow, so unlucky. Holy crap. That, again, might be the difference in the game. Okay. Inscription was good. We can buff up our creature and kill a 2/2, although killing Felden's a little bit awkward, so let's see if they do a different 2/2 that we can kill. Nice. Okay, that's good too. Modified creature. Equipment's auras and counters, so I guess we just kill the Conspiracy Theorist, because that can get value later. Put 2 counters here. Gain life. And then this, I think, fights Theorist. Okay, the race is on. I'm not loving my position this game. That Avacyn's Judgment was such... Well, Avacyn's Judgment was brutal, but there was nothing we could have done about that. And then the real pain was our Duskwatch Recruiter bricking. That was the biggest oof. Oh, yikes. Alright, that probably does her. Yeah, OP's got a good aggro deck, too. And just the right amount of removals for me. I take 6. And they have a Den of the Bugbear there, too. And yeah, land's not gonna cut it. GG's. Damn. So... yeah, the difference in the game was me not playing Recruiter on turn 2, but I'm never playing around Avacyn's Judgment there. And then we bricked on our Recruiter activation, which was brutal. Okay, another fine looking hand. Rabbit into Duskwatch. Get the beats going. What you got? If they pass, that flips our Recruiter, which isn't bad. Come on, Urabrask's Forge off the top. Oh, they had a casket? What were they thinking about? I guess just which creature? Come on, Forest. Luris. Close to a Forest. So attack for 2, and then equip to the other token. Yeah, cards like Luris are also pretty insane in this format. Because they can just single-handedly win the game as well. Ooh, SRAM's expertise. Ugh. Okay, I'm actually really happy that they played Hive, though. I think that's a good thing for us. Because they're not getting lifelink anytime soon, which means they're just going to be taking 1 extra damage for a while, so... I don't know about playing out that Hive, but we'll see what else they have in their hand. Oh, also the Mites don't even block. Yeah. Oh! Odric gives all their creatures lifelink now! Oh, God. Okay. And if they have, like, a flyer next turn... That's actually a huge problem. Gee, and that's every I need to find a removal spell for Odric or I lose the game, basically. That is nuts. Why is it each combat? That's so crazy. That is so crazy. Anax is good. And we can haste it up. I mean, they have to block. The Might doesn't block, so they either have to chump with Luris or Odric, or they have to double block and trade. Wow, that was really good for us. Man, I could have almost attacked with everything here. But if I attack with everything, they can, like, block 2 of the 2/2s and then gain a bunch of life. Now, getting the, I can't actually move the rabbit battery. Getting the lifelinker off the battlefield was initially most important, because now Odric doesn't do anything. Ah! And now all their creatures get flying, lifelink, and first strike every combat. Removal or we die. Absurd. Absolutely absurd. Lucky! Okay. I'm gonna take a risk here and just kill Gisela. Because the thing is, if I kill Odric, the Gisela is still holding back the entirety of my team. So Token can jump in front of Anax. They can eat one of my 2/2s. They take 7. Holy smokes. Okay, please don't play any more lifelinkers. Oh, they messed up and blocked the non-token creature, so I got an extra 1/1 out of the deal as well. Ay, ay, ay. That Hive is back to being terrible for them. Like, well, that's not true, actually. Because they are going to attack... No, because I need to... Oh, wait, this doesn't block. Never mind. Ooh, so actually, they can turn their lifelinkers back on again. Double strike lifelink! Oh my god. Because I can't block the 2 mites. I get poisoned. Oh, no, it's all... No, yeah, it does work. Oh god. Maybe they don't see it. They didn't attack! They messed up! Oh, we got lucky. They can only block with 2 creatures. They needed to have attacked with both their mites. And that would have given them lifelink on their toxic creatures. And then these would be double striking lifelinkers this turn. Phew! Okay, we kind of stole that one. Jeez, Odric is so insane. Wow, we definitely stole that one. What is that? 50 minutes, 6-1 right now. Let's see if we can get a quick little trophy here in under an hour. Missing a forest. Otherwise, we could keep that. Let's go down to 6. It's a pretty bad looking 6, all things considered, but I guess I'll keep it. These are not exactly the cards we're looking for. That is better. Okay, now we just need to find a 4th land and I'll feel confident. Definitely gonna pump up whatever one they block here. Killing the Scrap Corger is way too good. Okay. Untap land off the top, and I think it's gonna be hard to lose. Can we do it? Anax isn't bad. This only triggers on non-tokens, right? Yeah. They're holding priority with 1 white open, which is kind of scary. I guess they just have a March of Otherworldly Light. They're on my 3/3. Sure. Looks like it's a draw card if it's, what, power 6 or greater total attacked, and they can pump it up to a 5/3 Trampler. I ain't blocking. Ooh, they played out the Iganjo. Okay. Come on, land 4! I need you! Yes. Pass. Let's go Angrath. Turn our Anax into a 4 power. And I'm just going to attack with Anax. Leave the token back to Chump. They clearly have something here, but let's see what it is. There's no Resto Angel in the format, I don't think. Oh, sure. You can make a bunch of random 1/1 tokens. That's fine by me. They can give the pack leader trample if they want to kill the Angrath, but then that eats up all of their mana. So yeah, I'm going to find a chump here and then just go for the eat. And I'm going to be really, really happy if they just activate the pack leader here. Or our Angrath lives, and that's even better. 3/2 flyer, that's fine. Yeah, let's hit him for 7. Menace. And then I think we want to pass, even though Angrath will just die on board. That forces them to attack it. Great. What is the wording on Cloudsteel? So if they equip their Kieran next turn and go for the can't you lose the game, I can steal it with the Captivating Crew, funny enough. Alright, they got their March of Otherworldly Light. Let's see, if I steal... They have to go chump chump and I get to draw a card. So they chump the Captivating Crew and chump one of the 3/3s. Take 5, go to 2, and then Fiend Lash basically just kills them too. Oh, That works. Go to 1. Sure, I guess that makes more sense. Equipping doesn't work, because I can Captivating Crew. Yeah, they're reading it. So Fiend Lash, very slow, but whenever equipped creature is dealt damage, it deals damage equal to its power to target player or planeswalker. So they're gonna have to like exile my Captivating Crew, and then I just equip like the Fiend Lash and GG. They do still have 2 unknowns in their hand though, so anything's possible. Alright, this is Desperation, draw a card off of Pack Leader, I'm guessing. Their best play might still just be to like equip the Kieran and hope I don't see it. Yep. Oh, not to mention I can also just kill it with the Canker Bloom, but this is more fun. Very nice. Alright. They tried to find a line to survive, but there was nothing to do, so... Yep, this is Tinker's Cube. We are crushing it with the aggro decks currently. I think once the, again, format stabilizes, we'll be able to draft the more dirtily decks, but if you want to get some quick wins early on in this format, forcing some kind of aggro deck seems like the way to go, or at least for me anyways. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back tomorrow for some more. Bye-bye. Oh, Mom is right around the corner. This is upload... Let's see, today is... This is going to be uploaded on... So, one more day away from the new set. We didn't get Cube for long, but March of Machines is right around the corner, so stay tuned for that.